let's move on to this topic. Now, of course, I've been talking about Drake for the past couple of months now, but Drake is hot in the press because the whole world is watching Drake right now. So, with that being said, Rick Ross, Rick Ross and his entourage got jumped by OVO goons in Vancouver. OVO goons in Vancouver. Now, first of all, that is cap. Was some people attacked? Yeah, but it wasn't Rick Ross. Rick Ross, well, he was like, I would show the video, but I don't feel like you know what? Let me see if I can find it. Hold on a second. Let me see. Y'all bear with me for a second. Let me see, where is it at? Looking on Twitter now. All right, y'all hold on. And this isn't promoting violence, by the way. YouTube, I'm just reporting the news. So everybody look. Now I'm not gonna play the audio, of course, because I don't want to get a copyright strike. Because what happened is Rick Ross went into, he had a show in Vancouver, I want to say, and when he was in Vancouver, he played Not Like Us. Now, of course, Vancouver is in the country of Canada. That is where Drake is from. So you had a bunch of Aubrey Angel fans out there, right? Let's play a clip of what happened. So this is Rick Ross right here. He has his entourage kind of on the side of him, and he's talking to some Drake fans. You see this white man right here with the little mullet, you know. So they're talking trash to each other. I wish I could play the audio, but they're playing Not Like Us right now. And the white man attempts to hit Rick Ross. And he kind of got him on the side a little bit, but then this is when the scuffle starts. You see the scuffle. Like, this is I guess one of the security guards or bodyguards or whatever. He gets attacked by a whole bunch of OVO fans, a bunch of Drake fans. You can see this is Rick Ross right here moving around. You know, this is somebody else in his camp right here. And this man is big with the dreads, and they just all attack him. You see all of them attacking him right now. You know, they acting all tough, lighting him up, you know, kicking him. You know, he getting hit. Bam. Look at all that. Everybody taking their time, kicking them. White people, black people, you know. So then he gets up, stumbling a little bit. He's in a daze because that's like 4 people that was hitting him. So you see him right here stumbling. And then the camera goes back to Rose. Where Rick Ross at? Let me see. This is Rick Ross right here behind. And he's walking around. And his entourage is surrounding him right now. This is in Vancouver, Canada, by the way. All right. And you see Rick Ross is walking. People trying to surround him. Dude walks up. Dude right next to Rick Ross. Pow. Tries to get old dude right here. And this is the part where Rick Ross kind of, you know, his entourage kind of has him dip off a little bit. Now, Drake, let me say this, man. With all that being said, that was, to me, this is my honest opinion. I think the people who jumped him look worse than Rick Ross. This is no hate or nothing like that, but these OVO, because that wasn't no OVO goons. Let's stop that right there. I don't think Drake had anything to do with that. Those were just corny fanboys that wanted to act tough around Rick Ross. Come on, man. There are no goons in Canada. Stop it. There ain't no goons in Canada. Those were just crazed, emotional Drake fans that wanted to put some hands on Rick Ross because they played a song. Now, I know that they're in Drake territory in the country and stuff like that. They're in Canada. And Rick Ross thought that he could troll by playing that song. I get it. Now, you reap what you sow. You put yourself in a dangerous environment, even from OVO STANS. But to me, they look goofy because what if Rick Ross's entourage shot you? You would have got killed over some, or vice versa. Rick Ross could have got himself in harm's way and got beat up. But for one, Rick Ross didn't get jumped. Shoot, Rick Ross didn't do no fighting. He didn't even really get touched like that. He was kind of moving around, right? But his entourage, somebody got knocked out and somebody got their asses beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is, but it wasn't really an L on Rick Ross' part. It's funny, though, because I said on Facebook today, I said, look, the day that I get jumped by a bunch of Drake fans Which, come on, man, we think of Drake fans as corny, either corny black dudes or or some white boys. Let's just keep it a buck. Come on, man. They look like they just run up and they would mob a H&M and take everything. That's what it looks like, you know. And nothing wrong with that. But to me, they looked worse than Rick Ross because that's the #1 stream song in Canada. Did you know that? Yes. I think it's either on the Spotify or the Apple Music charts. That song, Not Like Us, the Drake diss, is the #1 song in the country over there, in their country. It's #1 over here, but over there. So what does that say? So we can't play Not Like Us. But it's, you know, I think they just wanted to get some clout. They saw that Rick Ross didn't have a big entourage, and Rick Ross should have thought better, but Rick Ross didn't really get harmed like that. You know, academics and pro Drake people are celebrating and rejoicing because of this, but to me, it just looked corny. And those weren't OVO goons. Those were just crazed fans. That's all that it was, y'all. That's literally all that it was. You say, then Drake fans look like racist whites using this as a reason to mob. Exactly. Exactly. Whites doing only what whites do. When your security get jumped, you got jumped. I mean, not really. I mean, he didn't get beat up. It ain't like Rick Ross just got beat up. And for those who said that Rick Ross was hiding behind security, duh. I'm not saying hiding, but if I'm the millionaire, I'm supposed to be protected because guess what? If J Red is a millionaire, I'm not fighting anymore. Nope. I'm not fighting anymore. I hire people to do that for me. So Rick Ross was right in getting out of harm's way. You're not supposed to get touched if you're a millionaire. If you're the boss in that entourage, no, you ain't supposed to fight. So if anybody was just like, oh, he was hiding behind, I saw his baby mama saying some stuff. I'm like, man, shut up. Like, what else was he supposed to do? Now, like I said, you reap what you sow. Like, he should have not done that in Canada. Of course, come on, but let's be honest. We don't think it's any tough guys in Canada. I mean, look at Drake. You know, I'm not trying to be funny, but look at Drake. I mean, you know, they thought it was sweet. So on Rick Ross end, that's when trolling could go wrong. But also the Drake fans, y'all, Drake ain't gonna send you any money. I don't think he would. You're not gonna be able to be invited to his house. So really, you just did that emotionally. Like, I don't, you know, like if I'm from Atlanta and somebody's playing a diss track about somebody in Atlanta, like, I'm not about to jump in and fight, not unless I was directly connected to that person, maybe. But if I'm just a fan, I ain't gonna jump in and, you know, if somebody says something bad, if it's a Nas diss track, because you know he's one of my favorite rappers ever. You can see, like, what, right here. You see, I got his album right here. So if somebody played Takeover in front of me, you think I'm gonna fight that person? You think I'm gonna fight Jay-Z if he performs Takeover in front of me? I'll be like, nah, Nas can handle that. So yeah, they look weak. That look very dumb to me. So yeah, I don't think Rick Ross took an L. I ain't gonna lie, security guards did take an L, but the Drake fans, like, y'all got to get over. Quit being so emotional. That's why I had my homeboy CJ on last week, and that video didn't went viral. We got so much viewership on that, but this is emotional Drake fans when they go wrong, like when they just lose it. Y'all asses could have, people could sue you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all could have got killed. You could go to jail over somebody playing a song. Now, of course, I don't know exactly what happened behind that. That's what they're saying allegedly that it was. I don't know if Rick Ross said anything to them or whatever, but of course, Drake was trolling. Drake posted in his story today, laughing about it, celebrating Canada Day. Matter of fact, let me go find that. Hold on. That was hilarious. I ain't gonna lie. Drake is one of the biggest trolls on the internet. So it was funny seeing him react to it, saying Happy Canada Day. Let me share my screen with y'all. Hold on. This is Drake in celebration. He didn't directly say it, but I mean,
like never before.
Hold on. Let me not play that. I don't want to get a copyright strike. This is him talking about Happy Canada Day, laughing. You know, he's saying Happy Canada Day if you could read his lips. You know, I don't want to play this. I don't want to get a copyright strike. But he's over here laughing. Listen to
Happy Canada Day to everybody.
You hear him saying he laughing because the whole Rick Ross thing. Yeah, and even hold on. He even commented under Rick Ross's baby mama's page and was like, you're the GOAT or something like that. So, but speaking of Drake,